Hello，你好，欢迎来到 MasterChinese 每日汉字，我是 Ashley 老师。Hello, welcome to MasterChinese Daily Character. I'm Ashley. Also, big welcome to the world of Chinese writing. As time progresses in your studies, do you feel more and more that not knowing Chinese characters slows down your learning progress? If you ever live in China, many times you cannot read menus, company emails, or text message from your Chinese friend. So, this series of the lessons helps you to understand Chinese drawings. What I mean drawings here is not like a real painting, but more like a symbol of the Chinese character. Since this is the very beginning of learning Chinese character, I will mainly introduce some concept of Chinese character and explain how to learn Chinese character on your own. So, what is a Chinese character? I believe many of you have learned Pinyin, which is considered as the pronunciation systems. However, you might already notice that the character pronunciations are two split systems of the Chinese language. A Chinese character is a unit of Chinese writing system. It is also used in different forms in other Asian countries like Japan, Korea, or Vietnam. But why do I need to learn Chinese character? Moving to upper beginner or intermediate level, you might notice that not knowing Chinese character hinders your study progress, especially for those who live in China. In another word, I would say, if you're learning Chinese character, it would boost your learning progress and provide you the deeper understandings of the Chinese culture and history. If you're seeking for long-term studies, it is also crucial for you to read and write. Sometimes you might find that you're not able to understand the menus or friend's message. And also, it enhances the logical thinking and visual spatial ability. So therefore, it is important to learn Chinese character. I would like to answer some frequently asked questions before we move on. Firstly, when is a good time to start learning Chinese character? As a professional Chinese tutor, I would not advise zero beginners to start learning Chinese character immediately. As we've mentioned before, the writing pronunciation systems in the Chinese language are separate. It might be overwhelming or confusing for you to start learning these two systems simultaneously at the beginning stage. Therefore, I recommend starting Chinese character learning once you've established the solid foundation. Ideally, I began teach Chinese character to my students at the end of the HSK1 course. By that time, you've built up a basic structure, so it would be much easier to start reading and writing. Secondly, is it difficult to learn Chinese character? As a native speaker, of course, I would not say so. From my students' perspective, once you understand the logic and pattern, you would find it easy to learn Chinese character. Here, I will show you some example. Although you might not be able to read the characters directly, but based on these pictures, can you guess what they mean? Let's have a look of the first one here. In Chinese, we would say 人 as person, people, like 中国人 and 美国人. So obviously, the character in the right corner resembles the shape of these pictures. Therefore, this character is 人, which means person or people. Now, based on this, can you find the second one? This one. It looks like a field on a farm. So the character written at the top matches the shape of the character. It pronounces as 田. The characters on this page are all pictographic characters, which is the one of the formations of the Chinese character. Therefore, I would say you can always find a pattern or rules, logic to memorize the character. Now you might be interested to know more about how to learn Chinese character. Here's our teaching syllabus. Our courses are divided into 4 main steps, starting from the beginning to the end. At the beginning, we will introduce some strokes of Chinese character, which are the smallest unit of Chinese character. We will use some simple Chinese characters as examples, so you can memorize it, and also some commonly used Chinese characters. Then we introduce some character building method, such as the pictographic characters we just mentioned, and also there are some self-explanatory characters and compounds. In addition, in the third part, we will move from the single part to the multiple component characters to understand the concept of radicals and help you recognize the radicals and the common Chinese character with same radicals. By these times, you will feel characters are very logical. Finally, we integrate the second step and the third step to further explanation of the method of Chinese character formations. A total of 393 characters will be introduced in these sessions. 68% are from HSK1 and 20% are from HSK2. In each lesson, we will introduce different aspects of the Chinese character, such as the evolution of the font, the story of the Chinese characters, some different ways to memorize it, and of course, the pronunciations, the meanings, and some words. For the compound characters, we will also introduce the structures of the character. If applicable, it will help you to memorize the pronunciations and the meanings of the characters by using previous learned characters. Finally, after each lesson, there is a dictation exercise. If you want, you are more than welcome to prepare your smart devices or pen or paper to write or type the Chinese characters, words, and sentences. Our course also includes the practice assignment and writing worksheets for self-study after class, which can be downloaded from our website if you need. That's all for today. If you want more tips on learning Chinese characters, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you next time.